Okay, welcome guys. So I wanted to mix it up a bit today, cover off a bit of Facebook. So obviously you guys know I know Google really well, but I do a lot of Facebook ads as well. And I know that some of you are struggling with certain things with Facebook. And obviously I teach that I want you to use both of these. I want you to use Facebook and Google together and kind of have this circle where you're hitting everyone all across the internet. Now guys, before we get into it, I'm trying to grow this channel. So please subscribe, hit that notification bell, give it a thumbs up, and let's grow this channel. So guys, let's get into it. So I'm telling you guys, this is the only strategy you're probably ever going to need for testing, okay? Now, you can adapt it. It's something I've adapted myself, but the basic principles here, you're going to be able to use, and you're never going to have problems with products that you don't know who to target, right? So you don't know what interest to hit. This is going to help you guys. Okay, so you're probably asking, really? This is the only strategy I need? And yeah, 100%. I'll show you why. So it addresses some of the biggest issues marketers face when testing, right? So guys, I'm sure you've asked yourself before, who do I target for this? You're coming up with no ideas. The product isn't easily targetable. There's no interest available to it on Facebook. Or you've got a local business and the geographical area is so small that the interest-based targeting, it makes it prohibitively expensive. So your CPMs skyrocket, you struggle to even come up with any audiences, and this is going to be a way to address this, okay? Another issue people come across is you burn out audiences. So you need to be constantly refreshing an audience, and so that your lookalikes and custom audiences constantly have new people coming into them. And the next thing is, guys, you're making use of the Facebook algorithm. So Facebook wants you to have quite a bit of Facebook wants you to have larger audiences these days. The days where super targeted audiences, they're gone. Like, Facebook is smart, it knows who to target. So this is another way of getting around that and getting around. That's why a lot of the time you're having high CPMs, because you're targeting such a small pool of people. You're not giving Facebook enough data to be able to find who you want. And guys, this doesn't just work for me. So there's two very, very big, well-known Facebook marketers. So Tim Bird, Chris Colvard, I believe his name is, both run AdLeaks, and they have their own, Facebook ad buyers group and the AdLeaks paid group. And this is kind of an adaptation of that. Now, some parts are, I was already doing them. Some parts I saw the strategy and kind of adapted it to my needs, but I'm sure you're going to kind of look at mine, look at theirs, and kind of adapt it for your own purposes. And then also Facebook themselves recommend similar stuff, guys. So, and also my reps. So Facebook, whenever they're talking about stuff, they are talking about giving Facebook more data, larger audiences. And if you listen to all the major marketers out there, Molly Pittman, Ezra Firestone, all these different people, all of them are talking about having larger audiences because the Facebook algorithm is smart, but it needs those data points to make use of that algorithm. So I hope that's explained it, guys. Basically, if you don't know who to target, this is a really great way to do that. And it's also a good way to find new people to refresh your custom and lookalike audiences. So the strategy. So you need a video to make this work, guys. The video needs to stop the click. So the actual thumbnail and the thumbnail itself needs to be engaging and eye-catching. If it's not, people aren't going to watch it, right? It needs to be engaging, so people need to stay on and actually watch the video. If it's not, then again, this probably isn't going to work that well. So it does need that element of having a good video to obviously work, right? Preferably, you want it to qualify people, or at the very least explain the benefits of the product. You can do a bit more of the qualification when you come to retargeting, but you at least want some element of people need to understand what they're getting with this product or service. You need a clear call to action. So at the end of it, you need to have a buy now, learn more within the video, or redeem this coupon by clicking the send a message button if you're doing it for local business. Guys, you also need a decent ad budget for this. I'm not saying anything crazy, but this isn't a $5 a day lottery style method. The days of $5 a day getting you significant sales, they're gone, okay? I'm not saying you can't test with $5 a day. A lot of the test budgets for this will be things like $5 a day, okay? But what I'm saying is, because you're going to need multiple ad sets, it's not a $5 a day and you're going to start making heaps of sales, okay? This is for people that have got a good solid product, so potentially you're scaling or have found something that's got a very, very good prospect of scaling. So it's got a lot of engagement out there, a lot of people selling it, but it isn't oversaturated, or you're private labeling, or you're running ads for local businesses. So I use this strategy a lot for local business and e-commerce. Works for both. That's the beauty of it. So basically, what I want you to do is you need to create 3 campaigns side by side. You need a video view, an engagement or PPE campaign and a conversion campaign, and they're all going to be running side by side. So there's 3 different campaigns. With the ad sets, I want you to create at least 2, but for me personally, I do 4 or more, right? So Tim Bird's method is called 3-8-8. So it's 3 campaigns, 8 ad sets, 8 ads. I don't do as many, so I've adapted it, shrunk it down. But the more interest you test, the more likely you are, and keeping in mind these are broad for the most part, and I recommend having at least 1 no interest. But the more you test, the more likely you are to find some kind of a pocket where it's going to be somewhat engaged. You need a little bit of at least demographic data or something there to give the algorithm a bit of a push, but this can totally work with no interest. I always target people over 24 or 25 years of age, because I find anyone lower doesn't really have the money to buy a lot of the stuff that I promote. From here, I want you to create at least 4 different ads, so different copy, different creative, but we're trying to use the same post ID, so don't make anything massively different where, it's a video and an image, because then you're not going to be able to use this strategy, right? So we want to use the same post ID to make this work. So you can do something as simple as changing the thumbnail or something like that, just to make sure that the ad's a bit different, and also find a different pocket of audience when you have a different ad. From here, we're going to build up video views. That's the point of having the video view campaign, okay? We're going to build video views to a minimum of 1,000 if you're running for a local business, and more like 2,000 for e-commerce, but even more if possible, okay? From here, you're going to create custom audiences to remarket to and lookalikes. And for that, you can do 50, 75, and 95. If you're on a bit more of a budget, 75 and 95, but 50 eventually you're going to want to get there, because what's going to happen, even these audiences at some point, you're going to burn through them, make them stale. It's all about getting new people and refreshing it. So even 50%, the 50% you might need to send them a different message. You could even down the track do anyone that's played the video, or 25%, but you're probably just going to have to give them a bit more marketing in terms of information and more retargeting to actually get them across the line, because they're probably going to be a less engaged, further up the funnel audience. So why 3 campaigns? So guys, it's really simple. The video view campaign gets you really cheap video views. So it might be 1 cent or less, okay? To get that person into your audience, so you can build a custom audience faster, a lookalike audience faster, and it's going to be people that are qualified. They're going to see your video, they're going to know what you're about. And if someone watches, no one sits there watching 95% of the video they're not interested in at all. Doesn't mean they're going to buy, but it means they're somewhat interested, and you can start getting them further down that sales funnel. So the engagement campaign is going to build social proof and actually engagement on the ad, which is going to serve two purposes. The social proof, people like clicking and buying things off ads that have social proof, that other people, that herd mentality. If you don't have that, it's less likely. You have more of a shot of succeeding with that social proof, right? And it also brings down your CPMs. It does. I've tried it. It's definitely true. The conversion campaign is going to allow you to at least potentially get some sales from the get-go, right? So you're going to see whether or not this product is worth it. But if you follow the full strategy, I'm telling you now, as long as the video is good and you've got a good offer, you will start seeing results with this. So here's a visual representation, guys, just to make you understand. So you've obviously got the 3 completely different campaigns. You've got the ad sets there, and you've got the ads. Then you're wanting to build custom audiences and lookalikes to retarget and to have engaged audiences, right? So this is, you don't know who to target. This is getting Facebook to tell you who should I target with my lookalikes and my remarketing. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. We've got some big stuff coming. Hit that notification bell, thumbs up, leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see, and let me know if this has helped you. So I know a lot of you also run Facebook ads, so if you want to see a bit more Facebook content, I will still keep it primarily Google. If you want to see a bit more about what I do, especially with my agency stuff, let me know, and I'll see you soon, guys.